It's the great one. It's Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is here to kick butt. She made a huge outburst of a threat, and you think, oh, she's talking about Democrats? No, she's talking about Republicans. If they don't call for an impeachment within a month, thank you guys for subscribing. Of course, that helps us out a lot. It's like putting a multiplier, putting wheels on this show and sending it out into the internet to counter all their fake news.
I can't comprehend that we need any more evidence. We have so much.
The Republicans are dragging their feet. So here's a headline from Breitbart. Exclusive: Marjorie Taylor Greene demands impeachment inquiry to uncover Joe Biden's 5,000 alias emails. He's been writing fake emails under different names, and they have 5,000 of them. This is going to go to I believe it's the National Archives, that Comer is trying to subpoena to get his emails out.
Let's talk about what an impeachment inquiry is, Miranda. Thank you for bringing that up. An impeachment inquiry is just asking the question. We're just asking members of Congress, do you think we should inquire about impeachment? It's not saying, do you want to impeach? It's saying, should we just ask the question? And at this point right now, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with Republicans?
I'll tell you what the hell is wrong with Republicans. They're too slow. There is such a thing as being too cautious and too careful and so overly responsible that you're no dang good to your constituents or your country, nor are you responding to the truth. I get the idea of wanting to be respectful of institutions and rule of law and methods and things like that. But at some point, you're like a calcified mannequin, is Mitch McConnell. You're no good. You're not going to move at all. And now your respect becomes part of the corruption.
I've been at home hanging out with all of the great, wonderful, normal people that actually have a brain and have common sense and are asking me every day, Marjorie, when is Congress going to move on with this impeachment inquiry? And I can't comprehend we haven't done it yet.
It is weird that people can drag their feet. And Democrats are like, hey, Trump's running. Let's get this corrupt member of DOJ, get this DA, get this prosecutor, dogpile him. Let's get his name removed from the ballots in Florida and New Hampshire. It is full court press, man. All of the soldiers are marching. Republicans have no leadership. Mitch McConnell isn't leading anyone. McCarthy isn't leading anyone. I like McCarthy, don't get me wrong, but he's not leading the charge fast enough. Here's a quote from that Breitbart article. Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene is outraged about Republicans' failure to immediately open an impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden following the revelation that the National Archives, this is NARA, possess about 5,000 emails and records pertaining to the Biden's email aliases. This should be action time. It is go time.
Congresswoman, we're running short on time, but just real quick, that leaves the decision to Kevin McCarthy ultimately. Are you confident he's going to go with the impeachment inquiry this fall in September?
I am confident. And the reason why I'm confident is we had a House GOP call yesterday, and that was his big push on the call. So I think if we were to have the vote today, right now, Kevin McCarthy would be one of the first ones to vote yes.
Okay, so McCarthy is in, by the way, just after this interview came, they announced next month they're starting the inquiry. That means they're just going to ask the question, should we impeach him? And they start that whole thing. And they say, yes, we will. It'll go very slow. Here's Marjorie once again, quote, I'm frankly very angry that we haven't done this yet, she said about the potential inquiry. Quote, and it better happen when we get back into session. I want to see it first week. Unquote.
So it's not our speaker. It's still some of these few remaining Republicans that maybe won a Biden district or they, for whatever reason, I don't know. But I think that our conference is coming together, and we should be voting on this in September. If we don't, you're going to see the Marjorie Taylor Greene you've always known, because I will not be able to take it.
Roll.
You'll see the Marjorie Taylor Greene that you've always known. Heads will roll. They are going to roll. That news lady said, we're going to watch them impeach Biden. Get used to saying President Kamala Harris, because Biden is going to be impeached sooner or later. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. I'm Doug in Exile.